I'm Ken Fjord. Last year, I wrote a book for my son entitled The Graysonian Ethic, Lessons for My Unborn Son, in the months before he was born. Once he was born, I published the book on Amazon. He's now a happy bouncing baby, and I've decided to release the audiobook version for free on YouTube. On environmentalism. On the topic of environmentalism for a minute, we need to realize that we have been packaged something by the environmental industrial complex. This is a group of companies and organizations that take the concept of environmentalism, package it up in a pretty little box, and sell it to us. We see it all over the place. Solar panels sold in places that are eternal winter for 9 months of the year. Tiny improvements sold at massive cost. When maybe what we really needed to do was take a look at first principles. What are those first principles? Simple. The first principle of environmentalism should always be using less. We do not need to buy as much stuff as we buy. We do not need to consume as much stuff as we consume. We do not need to eat as much food as we do, and the fact that over 60% of Americans are overweight or obese is proof positive of that. We do not need to have giant vehicles. In fact, we probably do not even need small cars for the most part. I bet you any money that a carefully built electric vehicle that would be closer to an electric bicycle than a car could handle transportation needs for about 90% of the population. It is incredible watching the naivete of people who think that they are environmentalists, while they push for everyone to consume more. Of course, there is a base level of consumption that we need in our lives. But plenty of very smart people have done the math and realized that instead of getting the latest toy with solar panels and batteries, you could probably do better for the environment by buying a crappy little Yugo. Some car that gets great fuel economy that looks like crap and is 30 years old, as opposed to digging up tons of materials processing them, and at the end of the day getting a vehicle that is not quite as good and will put you in debt for 15 years. Thanks for listening to this chapter of the Graysonian Ethic, Lessons for My Unborn Son. If you like the book and would like a physical copy or an electronic copy, please look it up. It's available on Amazon around the world. Barring that, please like and share with others. I'll be releasing one chapter every week, so if it hasn't been completely released. If you're interested in hearing more, you can subscribe to see when I post additional chapters.